Taika Waititi playing Adolf Hitler. That's all you need to know. Jojo Rabbit. Jojo Rabbit is directed by Taika Waititi, and it stars Roman Griffin Davis, Thomasin McKenzie, Scarlett Johansson, Rebel Wilson, Sam Rockwell, and Taika Waititi himself. And basically what this movie centers around is it centers around this young boy named Jojo, played by Roman Griffin Davis. And he dreams of being a part of the Nazi army following Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler is kind of like his imaginary friend in this movie. But then later on, he finds out that his mother, played by Scarlett Johansson, is hiding a Jewish girl, played by Thomasin McKenzie. Yeah, she's hiding this Jewish girl named Elsa, and then when he meets this girl, things start to change for him. He starts to feel a little bit different about how the Nazis work. But anyway, let's get into Jojo Rabbit. I was very excited for Jojo Rabbit for a couple reasons. One, I absolutely love Taika Waititi's work. I loved his direction with Thor Ragnarok. I think that's my favorite film from him. And I also really liked What We Do in the Shadows. I recently saw that before watching this movie, and I thought it was a really funny comedy. So yeah, I like Taika Waititi a lot, and I was super excited to see how he would handle, this movie's basically an anti-hate satire, and I was really looking forward to seeing him play Hitler. And oh man, this movie was absolutely hilarious. I absolutely adored Jojo Rabbit. So yeah, first of all, there's a couple big breakthrough performances in here. The main one being Roman Griffin Davis as Jojo. I love this kid. I thought he was funny, he had a lot of heart in him, and he brought a lot to this performance. It's definitely one of the better breakthrough performances of the year. Thomasin McKenzie was great as well as Elsa. I thought she had a lot of charm to her as well. Scarlett Johansson was great, and Sam Rockwell was great. Even Rebel Wilson, one of my least favorite actresses working today. She was really funny in this movie, at least for the time she was in it. She's not in it that much, which I think is probably a good thing, because too much of her could get really irritating, but she's really funny in this movie. And also, Taika Waititi as Hitler, he absolutely steals the show whenever he's in the movie. Every scene he's in is a scene stealer. Every scene he's in, he's absolutely hilarious. And this movie itself is just absolutely hilarious. It reminded me of a Mel Brooks film, with the way that they handled the Nazis and Hitler and all that, the satire and how it makes fun of all that stuff. I felt like Taika Waititi handled that very well. But to me, the best aspect of this movie is hands down the interaction between Jojo and Elsa, the Jewish girl. I thought all of those interactions were amazing. They had great chemistry together. They were just so good together. It was cute, it was funny, and it was just a great representation of how to make a friend and how a friendship forms and basically how it is. I thought it was a great representation of that. So yeah, I love their charm together. ScarJo as the mother, I loved what she brought to the movie and how she interacted with Jojo as well. And I mentioned Hitler before, and there's some of the best scenes in this movie. One of them involves a hand grenade. There's another scene in this movie that's actually kind of suspenseful, but it involves I guess a member of the Nazis. I don't remember his name, but a member of the Nazis. He's basically inspecting a house. I thought that was a very tense scene. It was very funny as well. And just the way Taika Waititi incorporates the more dramatic elements with the comedic elements, I thought that was a very nice mix. Because most comedies are very formulaic. This one's different. This one didn't feel that way. It's just a great mix of comedy and drama elements mixed together, and I thought it worked. I thought it worked really well. And also, one of the funniest quotes of the year. Let's just say it involves an F-bomb. I was dying laughing at this scene. There were so many scenes like that in this movie. That one was just a major standout. It's one of the best quotes of the year for sure. It was super hilarious. And I thought the ending to this movie was really cute as well. And even some of the CGI in this movie, there is CGI used in this movie. I thought it worked really well. And also, there's another character in this movie that plays Jojo's best friend. Every scene he was in, I absolutely loved. I only have one small problem with this movie, and it happens toward the beginning of the movie. It has to do with a rabbit. And I'm not really sure what the purpose of that scene was or why it was there. Let's just say PETA probably wouldn't like it if they saw it. And I wasn't really, I'm not saying I agree with PETA. I absolutely despise them. But let's just say I'm not really sure what the purpose of that scene was. But otherwise, that's it. And it was just a minor issue, too. I know this is a satire, so that's why it wasn't a bigger problem than it actually was. As a whole, guys, I absolutely adored Jojo Rabbit. It was funny, it was heartwarming, it was emotional at times. There were times where you could feel tears in your eyes. And Taika Waititi is just, he's a scene stealer, and he's absolutely hilarious with pretty much everything he does. He's one of the best comedic directors working today. So yeah, if you haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, please go see it. I saw this in theaters a couple weeks back, and there were maybe 9 people in the theater total. And then I went to see Midway a couple hours later. There were about 100 people seeing Midway. And I was just in shock. So yeah, go support this movie if it's still out in theaters near you. Go see it. Go see it. Taika Waititi deserves your support. It's absolutely hilarious. Trust me, this movie is worth your time, so go see it. With that being said, I'm going to give Jojo Rabbit a 96% certified fresh rating. That is an A+. Alright, so there's my review of Jojo Rabbit, Taika Waititi's newest satire film. So have you guys seen it? What did you think about it? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you thought of it. And what's your favorite comedy of the year so far? This one's definitely up there for me, I will say that. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what your favorite of the year so far. And I'm sorry if there's like a loud banging sound that you might hear. It's raining like crazy out here. It's been raining since like 7 a.m. this morning. It's about 2:15 p.m. right now, so I do apologize for that. You'll probably hear it throughout the review. But yeah, make sure to hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this review, and make sure to leave your comments down below on what you think of the movie so far. And yeah, Taika Waititi, he's just awesome. This is one of my favorite movies of the year. So yeah, go see it if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for more reviews to come in the future. I'll have a couple more reviews coming your way. So yeah, be on the lookout for those. And until my next video, once again, my name is the California Cougar. And always remember to stay California cool. Peace.